Internet, Eric here. Diving into a new film series this week, and before I get into it, yes, I will be finishing the Poltergeist series with the remake coming soon. Stallone Forever, a YouTube, I guess you would say, a subscriber of mine, who's also known as I'm Batman and Ghostbusters Man, or whatever name you think of. After that, I will also be finally, per his request, uh, jumping into the Tremors franchise. But until then, the franchise I will be diving into is the Toxic Avenger franchise, and obviously, I got to go headfirst into the original. Today, I'm talking the Toxic Avenger. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. Basic plot of this movie is we are in Tromaville, which is the toxic waste capital of the world, and we're following a dork, a nerd, a loser, however you want to say it, named Melvin. He's the mop boy at the local gym, fitness center, whatever, however you want to say that. Jesus, coffee's really hitting me. And he is caught in a prank gone wrong, and what happens is he ends up falling into a vat of toxic waste. He's mutated into the Toxic Avenger, which is a superhero type character, superhuman size and strength. I think they say that line a lot in the entire series. I mean, what he does is he goes through Tromaville and stops the bad guys by literally killing them. That's the easiest way to say it. Came out in 1984. This says it's directed by. Where does it say here? The names. It's Michael Hurst, and I can't see who directed it. Well, either way, it's Michael Hurst and Lloyd Kaufman under a different name. Lloyd Kaufman doesn't use his real name for this. Lloyd's first movie. If you know Troma, you know what you're getting. You're getting gratuitous sex, gratuitous violence, gratuitous, disgusting anything. I absolutely love this movie. Lots of fun. First off, the guy who plays Melvin, and he is seriously like the nerd, the dork turned up to 11. If we want to use a cliche, dorky. He has the weird, horrible facial expressions, over the top, but he's somewhat likable. You do feel sorry for him when this prank is pulled. So I like the actor who plays him. That's about it, because the rest of the actors in this film, for the most part, are the villains, and I don't like any of the villains that are part of this gang of people, jocks, I guess you would say. And what they do is they work out in the gym, and they still can't get their frustrations out, through working out. So they go and they play, I guess you would say, like, kind of like how it would be in Death Race. You get 30 points for hitting an old lady, 50 points for running over a kid with a bike. You get an extra 25 points for taking the bike out of the situation, type of thing. The main the main baddie, I guess, is called Bozo. He is so over the top, it does get to be annoying. So when he finally gets his comeuppance, it's really good. His little minions, you got two hot chicks that are just there to be annoying and show their boobies, and then you got his second in command that's not as over the top of as Bozo is, but he just sucks. The other, I guess you would say, main villain is the mayor. The mayor and his sidekick, who is a police officer who is basically Hitler. Yeah, before, let's get the elephant out of the room. Yes, it does hit home with everything going on, but that's not the reason why I am discussing this movie. They play their part. The mayor is fat and disgusting and only wants money. The sidekick is really just a stereotypical Hitler who even does like the Nazi salutes and what have you, and when they get their comeuppance, it's really satisfying. So, Melvin, likable nerd. The bullies and the bad guys, you hate them. Most of the time, you're happy when they're off screen. The only one I really have a problem with is the actor, who is Bozo, because he's too over the top. Now, I love it when he's actually Toxic. Can't really see. You can see here. I like when he's actually Toxic. Alright? We've all seen what the Toxic Avenger looks like. He looks like Sloth with muscles. Sloth from the Goonies. I like how when he is Toxie, you never really see his face that much. You can tell his voice is a voiceover. Um, and either Lloyd didn't care about hiding it or he didn't have the money to fix it. Um, it works. It adds charm to a Troma film. Um, and this Toxic Avenger, he doesn't hide back with the violence. We have, let's get to that right now. The violence in this movie is so extravagant. We have Toxie punching into a man's stomach and ripping out intestines, arms getting ripped off, faces being crushed, people being burned alive, a dog is shot and killed. We have, and then just the creativity Toxie, uses when he's in I guess it's a taco restaurant, but it also gives out ice cream sundaes. He uses that to his advantage, makes ice cream sundaes out of someone's face. He throws people in ovens. He puts a short evil lady into a washer and dryer. When he goes crazy at the gym, so over the top, so cheaply done, but it's like it's funny and it really gets you. So I really like the violence in this movie. It's really really good, um, and I like the stunt when Melvin is actually turned into the Toxic Avenger. Looks really cool. What happens is they, the girl, one of the girls in Bozo's group, knows Melvin has a crush on her, so she brings him back to the locker room. She gets naked, and she says, "Hey, put this on, and then I'll go wait for you in the dark," type of thing. So he puts on a tutu, and she's in the dark. And he's, "Melvin, come kiss me." Lights turn on. He's kissing a sheep, and I guess Mark Torgel is the actor who plays Melvin. I guess that sheep really gave him lice, because that's Troma. Um, what happens is everyone's laughing at him and they're taunting him, and he jumps out the window, and they're on the second floor. And of course, he just happens to land in a vat of toxic waste that is in the back of a truck that they're transporting toxic waste, and the drivers decided to take a break and snort some coke right in front of the gym. Right. So Melvin dives headfirst into the bin. He falls out, and his skin starts bubbling. Some really good bubbling effects. Um, a bystander touches Melvin to try to help him. His hands get caught on fire. And then, this is a fantastic stunt. Melvin gets up and he's running away. He's running down the street, fully engulfed in flames. Now they slow down the stunt, but it's still a full body burn, and it is amazing. 1984, Troma. Like I said, if you know Troma, this is beyond a fantastic stunt. Um, I forgot to tell about the gore in this. Let's just say the kid with the bicycle head crush. I believe Lloyd said something about it being a watermelon. I don't know, but that looks really good. So the fire stunt, the violence, that's the reason to watch this film. Um, Eventually, Toxie rescues a blind lady from a rape attempt in the I guess you'd say the restaurant. They became lovers. Of course, she's blind, which helps. It reminds me of the Fantastic Four type of thing, where the Thing falls in love with a blind lady. So she isn't scared by the way he looks. She's okay. She's a dingbat, but she's likable. So I really like the violence. Toxie's hilarious. The stunts are phenomenal. The violence is so over top and great. Um, if you can get past Bozo and a lot of his gang, it's a really really fun movie. Like I said, I love the makeup effects. The transformation scene is really cool. How it's like a little bit of a morphine effect. Um, there's some really good action when Toxie is trying to take out, I believe it's Bozo, and Bozo's escaping in the car that they use to run down all the kids and the old ladies and stuff, and he's on top of the roof, and he eventually causes Bozo to crash a car in a fantastic explosion. So Troma being known for not having a big budget, they don't spare any expense with their stunts. Not just the fire stunt, but that crash as well. The ending has a stereotypical, just like in the Goonies, it's the monster that saves the day. The kids don't want the cops to shoot the monster, and it's a great way to end it. Toxie's accepted. He becomes a superhero for Tromaville. It's a lot of fun. It's goofy. It's stupid. It's violent. It's over the top. I absolutely love the Toxic Avenger. Um, it's what got Troma off the ground. It's still, Troma is still going strong. Lloyd Kaufman is still making movies. Toxie is still what people think of when they think of Troma, and I absolutely love this one. It's a lot of fun. Um, so can't wait to talk to the sequels. I haven't seen them in years, other than Citizen Toxie, which is part 4. So yeah, that's it. Absolutely, highly recommend. If you like a lot of the stuff that I like on this, that I discuss on this channel, I don't see how you can't like Toxic Avenger, unless unless the over the top gore would be the only thing I think that could turn off a lot of people. But you know what? Take a chance. If you haven't seen the Toxic Avenger, give it a shot. Absolutely love it. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Click the bell. All that jazz. Comment below. Tell me what you think about the Toxic Avenger. Tell me if I'm getting into something good with parts 2 and 3. I remember enjoying them. I haven't seen them in probably about 15 years. I know what I'm getting into with part 4. There's a TV series that I probably won't get into and talk about, but I just love the fact that a movie like this, with attempted rape, animal abuse, with the dog, the extreme violence, the extreme sex, extreme nudity, all that stuff, spawned a Saturday morning cartoon show. And that's how I'm going to end it. So, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Cheers.